Hello everyone. Today I want to share my views on political science. In political science, I want to share my views on hierarchy of courts in Indian judicial system of India. As you all know that in the previous video I have discussed the meaning of judiciary and role and functions of judiciary, and in this video I want to share my views on some important topics of judiciary like judicial review and adjudication, and also the Supreme Court, some views on Supreme Court, and also some other concepts of judiciary. Okay, but before starting the topic, I want to share that if you are the first viewer of my channel, then please subscribe my channel. Okay, so let's start the topic: hierarchy of courts in Indian judicial system of India. As you all know that India, which type of system of governance in India? It's a question of 1 mark. Which type of system of governance in India? India has a federal system of governance. India has a federal system of governance, and India is a single integrated judiciary system. Which type of, here is the question of 1 mark is obtained, that which type of judiciary system is in India? There is a single integrated judiciary system in India. Okay, and judiciary has interpret laws to protect the natural rights of citizen, and also to maintain the silence or peace in union and state laws. Okay, and as you all know that Supreme Court is the top of the hierarchy. As you all know that Supreme Court is the top of the hierarchy in the courts, and after Supreme Court there is a High Court, and after High Court there is a subordinate court. Okay, it's the different level of judicial system. And in other topic I have some concept of judiciary that is very important according to judiciary. Like number 1, judicial review. According to me, what is judicial review? What is judicial review? Judicial review is a power which is given to Supreme Court that they allow, or that they use to review the laws passed by the legislature if there is a violence or violation between the structure of the constitution. Okay, so it is a power that is given to Supreme Court to review the laws passed by the legislature or execution if there is a violation in between the basic structure of constitution. Okay, it's the judicial review. Number 2, judicial review. Judicial review, as I said earlier, that judicial review is a power of Supreme Court which is given to Supreme Court to review the laws passed by the legislature of execution. Okay, and in the other sense, judicial review is the check and balance. Judicial review is the check and balance in the separation of powers. Okay, and it is the power of judiciary. Third one definition is judicial review is the power of judiciary to supervise the legislature and execution branches, like that. Okay, so judicial review is the power of judiciary to supervise the legislature and execution branches. Okay, like that. So it is the power of Supreme Court that is given to Supreme Court. Why? To review the laws passed by the legislature and execution. Okay, here another question has arisen, that in which article is judicial review? Judicial review कौन से article में आता है? It's very important question. As you all know that judicial review, the power of judicial review over legislative action vested in high courts under the article 226. It means in high court it is vested under the article 226, and in Supreme Court judicial review is taken under the article 32. Okay, of the constitution. As you all know that it is a very essential feature of the constitution. Okay, now the other question has arisen, who coined the term judicial review? Who coined the term judicial review? Okay, Madison in the case. The case is Madison 12. The case is Madison 12. Supreme Court for the first time struck down an act of Congress and unconstitutional. This decision created doctrine of judicial review and set up the Supreme Court of US as chief interpreter of the Constitution. It means that the case of Madison 12 has when the first time struck down an act of Congress in unconstitutional, the decision of this case was maintained or created the term judicial review. Okay. Now, number B, constitutional judicial review is usually considered have to begin with the assertion of John Marshall. Who is John Marshall now? John Marshall is the fourth Chief Justice. Who is John Marshall? John Marshall is the fourth Chief Justice of United States. Okay, 1801 to 35, like that. This is all about the judicial review. Now, the second one is jurisdiction. What is jurisdiction? Jurisdiction is a power. Jurisdiction is a power of the law, or jurisdiction is a power of the court of law that enjoys a legal judgment. Okay, so it is a power of a court of law that enjoys a legal judgments. Okay, and other definition of jurisdiction is that it is a limit of judicial authority. It is a limit of judicial authority, and also it is the extent of court of law that is given to the authority to solve some cases, to solve some appeals or suits. Okay, like that in Calcutta High Court in 1921, the judgment of the case Nath Roy or Ramchandra to explain the meaning of term jurisdiction in detail. So in this question, a 1 mark question is arisen. Name the case. Name the which is that judgment that is created the jurisdiction. Okay, so that which is that judgment or case which is created jurisdiction. Okay, the case or judgment is Nath Roy versus Ramchandra. That created the meaning of jurisdiction in detail. Okay, now the next one is types of jurisdiction. Types of jurisdiction. Number 1, original jurisdiction. Number 2, appellate jurisdiction. Number 3, advisory jurisdiction. So number 1 is original jurisdiction. What is original jurisdiction? It means that authority to hear certain cases for the first time. Original jurisdiction means the authority to hear certain cases for the first time. That means the cases that is here to be first time. And Supreme Court of India has original jurisdiction of certain cases, such as Supreme Court has a power to some cases of jurisdiction like dispute between two states. If there is a dispute between two states, then Supreme Court has a original jurisdiction to hear a cases. Number 2, dispute between the union government and one of the new state governments. Number 3, case which concern the violation of constitution by government of anyone else. Okay, like that if there is a violation of constitution in anywhere, then the original jurisdiction has to be applied by the Supreme Court. Number 4, issue of writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights. If there is a violation of fundamental rights, or there is a issue of writs, then there is a original jurisdiction applied by the Supreme Court. Okay, now here, what is the purpose of original jurisdiction, or in which article the original jurisdiction has to become? The original jurisdiction has to become from Article 131A. Okay, according to Constitution, to uphold the spirit of cooperative federalism. Okay, and according to this article number 131A, the Supreme Court has original jurisdiction to decide upon a matter of dispute between state or between union and state government. If there is a matter of dispute between state or union or state government, then original jurisdiction has to be applied by the Supreme Court according to the article 131A. Now, number 2, appellate jurisdiction. Applicate jurisdiction include appeal against the judgment of High Court. If there is a case in between the High Court, if there is a case in any High Court and they have not any true judgment, then appeal can to be created against the judgment of High Court in the according to the applicate jurisdiction. Okay, and Supreme Court being the highest judicial authority, Supreme Court is a highest judicial authority to review the decision of High Court and give it on judgment. Okay, it means that if High Court can't give any judgment, then the case has to be transferred to the Supreme Court against the judgment of the High Court according to the applicate jurisdiction. In which article it has to be created? Article 132. Okay, in Article 132, jurisdiction of Supreme Court in appeal from High Court in certain cases where such a certificate is given, any party in the case may appeal to the Supreme Court on the ground that any such question as aforesaid has wrongly decided. If any case, any judgment is to be wrong in High Court, then case has to be dealt in Supreme Court according to the applicate jurisdiction. Okay, and in the Article 132, number 3, advisory jurisdiction. The Supreme Court is obliged to advise or constitutional as well as other matters of law to any government, department, legislature, the president or the council of ministers, whoever seeks it. It means that Supreme Court is obliged to advise. It means that in any case, president, any government, department, legislature and council of ministers, they have to be advised to Supreme Court judges. Okay, is obliged to advise or constitutional as well as other matters and law to any government, department. Supreme Court has to be obliged. Okay, Article 143 of the Constitution of India confirm upon the Supreme Court advisory jurisdiction. Article 140, in which article advisory jurisdiction has to become, this question has a 1 mark question. In which article the applicate jurisdiction has to become, in which article the original jurisdiction has to become, in which article the advisory jurisdiction has to become. So in Article 143, the advisory jurisdiction has to be come. Okay, and according to Article 143, powers of President to consult Supreme Court. Firstly, President may obtain the opinion of Supreme Court on any question of law or fact that has arisen or likely to arise. If there is any matter that is very critical, and Supreme Court Supreme Court and President, and this is a fact of law, question of law, there is a reason of fact, then President has a power that they have to be talked to the Supreme Court. Okay, if there is any condition arise, okay, to the question of law, कानून के ऊपर कोई प्रश्न उठता है, then President has a law to talk to Supreme Court. Okay, that this matter has to be delicated and solved very minutely. Okay, like that. After that, I have a hierarchy of courts in India. But before starting this topic, I want to share that if you are the first viewer of my channel, then please subscribe my channel. Okay. Now, hierarchy of courts. Courts and justice system in India. Courts are divided into 3 categories: top court, Supreme Court, middle court, high court, lower court, district court. Okay, it means in the top court, Supreme Court, middle court, high court, lower court, district court, like that. Now, there is a flow chart of the judiciary. There is a flow chart of the judiciary. Okay, the judiciary top of the in the top judiciary is Supreme Court. It means that Supreme Court is the higher authority. After Supreme Court, High Court in the states. Supreme Court in the High Court in the states. High Court, District and Session Judge Court. District and Session Judge Court. It is in the district. In metropolitan areas, there are three portions: Metropolitan Magistrate Court, City Civil and Session Court, Presidency Small Cause Court. Okay. And in District Session Judge Court, Civil Subordinate Judge Court, Provincial Cause Court, and Criminal Court of Session. Okay. And after that, in Civil Subordinate Judge Court, Municipal Court and Nyaya Panchayat are there. It means that Civil Subordinate Judge Court are divided into two parts: Municipal Court and Nyaya Panchayat. And in Criminal Court of Session, Subordinate Magistrate Court and Panchayat Adalat. Criminal Court of Session is divided into two portions: Subordinate Magistrate Court and Panchayat Adalat. Okay. And in this Subordinate Magistrate Court, Judicial Magistrate and Executive Magistrate. In metropolitan area, Metropolitan Magistrate Court, City Civil Session Court, and Presidency Small Cause Court. Okay, so this is the flow chart of the judiciary. Okay, like number one, in the top of the flow chart, Supreme Court, then High Court in the states. Then it is divided into two parts: district and session judge courts in the district. In metropolitan areas, Metropolitan Magistrate, City Civil and Session Court, Presidency Small Courts. And it is divided into Civil Subordinate Judge Court is divided into two parts: Municipal Court, Nyaya Panchayat, and Criminal Court of Session, Subordinate Magistrate Court, Panchayat Adalat. And this Subordinate Magistrate Court is divided into two portions: Judicial Magistrate and Executive Magistrate. This is all over the flow chart of the judiciary, and this is all over the judicial review and also the jurisdiction. And if you like my video then please, I hope that you like my video, and please share my video and like my video and subscribe my channel, and thank you. Okay.